this is Funky Worms, and this is my Computer Security for Poker Players series. This video will be covering password policies. Password policies are the rules you follow when creating, storing, and using your passwords. So here's just a brief idea of a proper password policy, in my opinion. Every account you have should have a unique, strong, and unguessable password and password recovery question. So by unique, I mean that it should be different than every other password you use. By strong, a strong password will contain more than 14 characters, have a combination of capital and lowercase letters, numbers, and special symbols. And it should be unguessable. That means that just someone shouldn't be able to guess it by knowing some other information about you, such as where you went to school or your dog's name, etc. And these same rules apply for your password recovery question. This is the weak link in a lot of people's security. If your password recovery question is easily guessable, if someone can Google the information and find out the answer to your password recovery question, it is way too weak. Your password recovery question should be just as strong as your password. You should also create a poker-only email account. One simple email account that you don't use for anything else other than poker, and assign all of your poker accounts to that email account. You should also never tell anyone, that means anyone, the password related to any accounts of financial significance. So that's poker, banking, email, e-wallet, Amazon, etc. Even your Facebook account could have some financial significance. So in this video, we're going to install KeePass Password Safe. It's a program that allows you to store your passwords in an encrypted database. We're going to create a poker-only email account. We're going to in Gmail, and then we're going to show you how to secure that Gmail account, and then we'll secure Firefox with a master password. And the software we're using is KeePass at keepass.info and Mozilla Firefox. Okay, like I said, KeePass is available at keepass.info. It's a free and open source client. The install is very easy. All of the defaults are fine. So I'm going to open up KeePass, and I'm going to create a new database, and we'll just name it Funky Worms. We'll need to create a master password, and you should shoot for 100 bits of entropy on the estimated quality here. Okay, so my password is at 101 bits. That's a very strong password, and so I'll proceed. All these database settings are fine. So here's the KeePass interface. You have the multiple categories here, and we're going to create an email account, so I like to keep them organized. So go to email, and then go here to add a new entry. It pops up this display. It'll automatically generate a password for you, as seen here, and you can adjust the parameters by going to generate a password right here. But by default, it's going to generate a 20-character password, which is 108 bits of entropy, estimated, and that's going to be strong enough for any account you want to use. So let's go through, and I'll show you how to create a poker-only email account. Okay, so we go to create an account. You can type in whatever you want for the first and last name. Desired login name. We'll just choose something very long that doesn't make much sense. There we go. Choose a password. As we see here, it automatically generates a password for us, and we input this into the Gmail field, and as you see, it says it's a strong password. It's in fact a very strong password. Okay, now for the security question. Like I said, it should be just as strong as your password. So we can choose what was your library card number, and for our library card number, we can say that this is our library card number. just some random string of letters that is completely unguessable. And in order to remember that information, we can put it in the notes field in KeePass. So question, library card, and then the answer is that. So now you don't have to remember that. So we title this Gmail, and we put in our username, and now we have an entry in Gmail with all of our information in it. And then we go ahead, do all the other Google stuff, click I accept, and create my account. Okay, so imagine now that we've just turned on our computer. We don't have access to our passwords yet. We need to enter our master password in KeePass. I entered it incorrectly, of course. Okay, there we go. I entered it correctly. So we goes to our Gmail, our email category, and we can click copy password to clipboard. It'll only save it for 12 seconds into our clipboard. Paste that into the password field, and we can copy our username and paste that into the username field, and then sign in. For now, we're going to not remember our password in Firefox. And there we go. Now to secure your Gmail account, you need to go to Settings, and then make sure that always use HTTPS is ticked, and then go down to Save Changes. I had already done this, but by default, always use HTTPS is not checked, and you definitely need to check that. Okay, so we can sign out of our Gmail account here, and okay, a quick word about KeePass here. As you can see, our password vault is open right now. Anybody wandering by could take a look at our passwords, so you have to be very careful when you have this open. You can set it to automatically lock when your computer goes idle, or when you minimize it, or when you close it. For example, I'll close it right here. You see that little icon goes away, and your database is locked, and when you want to open it back up again, you'll have to enter your master password again. So that's you need to really be vigilant about not leaving that open when people you don't trust are walking around, or even people that you think you do trust. Okay, so as you can see, it's somewhat inconvenient to open up KeePass every time you want to enter a password. One of the alternatives is to leave KeePass open all the time, but that's not a great alternative because people will have access to your passwords. So what I like to do is use a master password in Firefox and have Firefox remember some of my passwords that I access frequently, such as Gmail. So in order to enable a master password, you go to Options, Security, click Use a Master Password, and then enter a master password. And there we go. And there's my master password in Firefox now. Now it is safe to remember passwords in Firefox, so we can enter our username and password for our Gmail account, click sign in, and then click remember. And now it's going to ask us for our master password. And now that password is remembered. And as long as we still have this session open, then all of our passwords will be available to us. But no one else can have our password, can view our passwords if we close our session here. So as long as you have one Firefox window still open, then the session is considered still open. But once you close all of your Firefox windows, that closes the session. And to have access to your passwords again, you'll have to re-enter your Firefox master password.